Hi, welcome to Living the Gym Life TV. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on your post notifications. In today's video, we look at female bodybuilder Vladislava Galagan versus female bodybuilder Blakelee Ortega. Vladislava Galagan is a 21-year-old female bodybuilder. She stands at a height of 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 175 pounds. Her chest is 42 inches, her haunch is 25 inches, and has a 14-inch biceps in circumference. Vladislava is originally from Temryuk, a small town in Russia. Vladislava lives in Prague now and is getting ready for her first competition in the category Physique, the category where women are judged by symmetry, shape, proportion, muscle tone, poise, and beauty flow. Blakelee Ortega is one of those fitness models who inspired numerous people worldwide. Further, by profession, she is an Pro-D physical therapist assistant. She started her journey in the fitness industry and became a huge inspiration for all. Blakelee Ortega holds American nationality. She lived there since her childhood with her parents. Her father's name is unknown as well as her mother's name. Unfortunately, she hasn't revealed any information about her family yet. Vladislava juxtaposes the seemingly incompatible. She has the shape of a seriously built Amazon and the face of the prettiest, most innocent girl. Long, shiny dark hair, big eyes with curly lashes, and a charming smile somehow go along with the widest female shoulders. When selecting her outfits, Vladislava emphasizes biceps and well-built legs, so that her achievements don't go unnoticed. Blakelee Ortega has completed her studies in the USA. We update our data from time to time so that users can get better and valuable content. So stick with us to get updates about the fitness world. Fitness is something that can't be attained just by sitting on a chair or laying on the bed. It needs a consistent routine to build a muscular and beautiful body. Blakelee's journey will inspire many of you. When she started her journey, it wasn't a piece of cake for her to get her desired results. Since her early childhood, Vladislava has been an athlete. She always liked physical activity, said Vladislava. She started with gymnastics, then moved to athletics and sprinting, and then gradually developed her passion for bodybuilding. Her very first impression of beauty found in a muscled human body was when she attended the local competitions in the town neighboring hers. For the first time, she saw advanced athletes, the relief muscles on their calves. Proper workouts, diet routine, diet management, training sessions, and many more things sometimes make trouble for her to manage out. As time flies, she becomes more productive and becomes one of the beautiful and muscular fitness models. Blakelee Ortega inspired numerous people. Moreover, she provides coaching to the one who needs it. Blakelee set an example of pure and divine body fitness. Also, there were girls who were in good shape with beautiful leg muscles. It amazed her. If she saw them now, she would be like, please, but at that time, when she was 16, it caused major changes in her mind. Vladislava remembers her first competition experience, which is also a story about her first negative motivation. At the age of 15, her coach enrolled her in the sprint contest, though she was barely ready for it. As a person starts doing the best for their own, they become unstoppable. Similarly, when Blakelee Ortega started working on herself, she managed all the work and aside started posting her beautiful muscular body photos on social media. Social media platforms helped her to grow more and work for the best. She earned huge fame within months. She has an Instagram account named at Blakelee Ortega. It has 311 posts, 80.8 thousand followers, and she is following 452 people. Vladislava is now very grateful to her because she taught her that it is better to compete with those who are stronger than her. She thinks she intentionally put her with the stronger competitors in her first attempt. As she said, if you don't really compete, you don't grow. Stepping up to the starting line of the running track, she could hear the guy in the grandstand. She is sure this girl is not gonna win, the other one will. And Vladislava didn't win. But the worst was the mocking from the coach of the other winning girl. How does it feel to lose to somebody of a lower age? Despite the obvious devastation, she channeled that rage into training. Harder and harder, she trained at the old Soviet stadium, running there every day. Along with that, she started to go to the gym and stick to a healthy diet. She wasn't thinking about bodybuilding at that time. She was just worked out for herself. But she liked to notice how her legs were slowly becoming toned, her shoulders and back stronger. She was slowly developing, and she enjoyed building her body. She eventually took revenge a year later in the same competition with the same girl. Standing on the same starting line, she was more confident and 100% ready. She heard the shot and she started running, and she noticed that her competitor was not within eyeshot. For a second, she wondered where she was. Then she realized she was way behind her back. Vladislava smiles again. This mocking trainer didn't say a word, as though he had swallowed his tongue. That was the first time she realized that her hard work paid off, and she liked how it felt. Later on, when athletics slowly moved onto a second-tier role, her obsession with bodybuilding grew. She distinctly remembers the moment she realized that she was going for it. She was on the phone with her ex-boyfriend while scrolling the body fitness models on the internet. In 1 second, it felt like somebody from inside put those words into her mouth. I know what I want to do with my life. Since then, she started to build not only her body, but her dream of becoming a professional bodybuilder. And to start, she needed to escape her hometown. Interrupting the interview for one of her 5 daily scheduled meals, she puts a pre-prepared box in the microwave and explains how crucial her special nutritious diet is. She stands for healthy eating, no gluten or palm oil, minimum additives and colors. She always tries to choose bioproducts. The microwave bell rings and she takes her in salted rice and braised chicken breast. Of course, she spoils herself with chocolate or chips sometimes, but only during the off-season, and she always has to compensate for it with extra work at the gym. Europe opened new horizons for Vladislava. She applied to the EU, but unfortunately had to quit after the first semester. Bodybuilding requires a lot of investment, so she had to work and train. Studying was just too much for me. I loved it, but it stood in the way of my dream. The university was not the only obstacle to the freedom of doing what she is passionate about. Vladislava's family did not support her in her activities. For now, she only keeps in touch with her father. She explains it by the conservativeness of her parents. Bodybuilding is a whole different world for them. They are just unable to understand it. Luckily for her, when she started to live on her own, she became completely independent, both financially and spiritually. Now I am the one who makes the decisions. Core support from my family was only an extra motivation for leaving the country and working harder. Motivation is a key concept for Vladislava, as she has the special talent of turning all her faults into motivation for new gains. She admits that positive motivation is still the main moving factor for her. Success motivates me towards even greater success. I have a dream and I work for it as hard as I can. Achieving my goal is my main motivation, she says with all seriousness. Vladislava stands for the right of women to be equal to men. She explains that building and demonstrating the body in female bodybuilding is only the tip of an iceberg, which, in fact, consists of constant hard work and dedicated self-development. Despite the appearance of this sport being all about the body, it is also about the spirit and the efforts athletes put in on the long road toward success.